we got 13 essences. So the first 5 essences, didn't I say that it because it is relating to space and time, the 6th direction. So that means it's up and down, up and down. So up and down, you go up, you go forward as well. So we got forward, you got backward. Okay, now then you go to the side, you go left. So all the time we're talking about all kind of movement that creating left and right, backward and forward, and then up and down. So you sing down, and all kind of movement involved. So these are the 5 essences. The small circle, that's manipulation of your spine. That's for your self-healing, to trigger your spinal cord. Okay. So when the large circle is actually now is the momentum, the movements of your, how you're going to do here to the left side, how you're going to do the right side, how you're going to move, how you're going to move back. And then obviously you go up and you go down, you go up and you go down. So these are the 5 essences. Every style has it. Every style has it. Different names. So we're not here to argue, right? Because at the end of the day, it's only exercise. That's why in my research institute, I'm trying not to use any style name. We just call it exercise, methodology, 功法. So that the 8 essences. Now, after quickly I'm doing this, I'm standing up and I'll just do a few moves, okay? Because the time nearly now. Lui. Now, I'm first I'm using the Cantonese first. 彭女擠按彩列爭靠. And then when the Mandarin 彭女, this G on 啟列爭靠. It doesn't matter. We got 56 different races in China. They all talk different dialects, but the writing is the same. Okay. So what it means is, okay, yeah, these are the 8 essences. So every move should have these essences. So it's just pang. Pang is it's just like explosion. Bang, just like Big Bang Theory. So it's a set in Cantonese, okay? That means if you're looking at the Chinese dictionary, it's 2 hands moving on the same direction, 2 hands making the same direction, right? That means Lui. Ji is like somebody squeeze you, okay? Somebody squeeze you, or suddenly contraction of the muscles, right? That's called Ji. So in another teacher would say this is called Fa Jing. That means suddenly, bang, you know, the muscle expand, contract fast. So this is relating to the fast twitch muscle. Okay, yeah. Arm is the press. Some people press, but it would be better using the Cantonese. Actually, like Wen Ging is the wrist. The wrist is actually talking about the wrist, like this joint, the power of the wrist. All these are the wrists, which I'll do it in a minute. Chai is pick. So when you pick something, that means it's the finger. So it's the finger power. Okay. Li is opposite force. Opposite force. So we use a lot of this to break people's limbs, right? Because once you trap the incoming, like it, right? You actually, this one you hold on to the wrist, and this one you go for the elbow. So when you trapped it and you went for the elbow and whack opposite direction, you will snap the joint. So these are from the martial value now. The Jiang, obviously this Jiang is elbow, right? So in a minute, I'll break it up some for you. So you got the cutting across elbow, back elbow, rotating elbow, right? Higher bouncing elbow. So all these are Jiang and Cow. Cow is bumping. So you have a head bump. Western fighter always use a head bump. So you can have a head bump, right? You have a shoulder bump. You have the elbow bump, or you can even have a hip bump. So all these are 8 essences. All style have it. It's just different names. So we don't want to argue different names or different style. All styles are good. Okay, they are all good. Style, no problem. It's a practitioner got problem. True, because if you don't practice as well and you go on the real situation, right? You got wallop and you got, you know what I mean? You know, you got split all over the places, you know what I mean? And you can floor, you got deck. So whose fault is it? Well, not the teacher's fault, or maybe the teacher's fault, yeah, but maybe not be the teacher's fault, 50-50. Maybe, you know, the guy didn't train enough. So nothing wrong with the style, okay? So that's why also we have the Waijia, the external training and the internal training. External training and internal training. So another session, I will probably, you know, tell you a bit more of that, because, you know, 1 hour is not really enough. Now, so if I may say, the Pan, coming to the 8 essence now, yeah? When the 8 essences, so what happened to the 8 essences? The 8 essences, it's just like explosion. Now, in the internal training, we are actually, you know, we don't move until the opposition move. So it's like we are always on a defensive side, because external training is really geared up for brutal force, for the male, which is physically more, you know, muscular than the female or some small framed male. So that's why the ancient Chinese were saying, all right, just like somebody, just let's just say somebody paddle a bicycle towards you, what do? You don't stand there and try to heart against heart, so they're coming at you in a brutal way, and then you go around and crash it with the bicycle. I mean, I was only fool who do that, wouldn't it? So, but that is how external training is. So the boxer coming in, you go forward. So you go forward and clash with them, try to muscle at each other. That's good. That's external. But what happened to a lady? The lady don't have a chance with it. Small frame people, they don't have a chance with it. So therefore, the ancient Chinese and use the principle of the yin and yang. So we're talking to you soft against hard. So how you absorb the incoming. So all you have to do now is somebody coming in at you, right? They're like a tank. You don't stand there and try to clash with them. Yes, if a big bloke may do, right? But that is external training. No, when a smaller bloke, you have no choice, or female. So what do? You move. Now, so from a center line coming in, you don't go forward and backward. Okay, you can go, right? You go to the side. So from the side, and then that's why you hit it. When you're off the center line, bang, 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 or bang. Okay. So all kind of technique come through. So this is what we call Yi Yao, Zai Gong. We use a softer approach. Okay? Yeah? To try to, shall we say, evasive action first, and then counter attack on all the weak points. Okay? There are many weak points on the human bodies. So we really depending on how much do you know. So at least that give the female or a smaller frame male a chance of self-defense. Okay, so the Pan is just suddenly we're on a defensive situation, and suddenly, bang, it comes out, it bursts out. So Pan Lui, hand to 2 sides. So that means it's a throw, obviously quite soft. I'll do it slow, you can see it, right? When you bang, you come, you're blocking, you hold his hand and go bang, right? So from here, so this is Pan Lui, so bang, and obviously after that, then I come back in. So that means is defensive first, and then I become offensive. So we have Pan, right? So Pan, right? And then the next one, Pan Lui Zai Ji. Now Ji could be somebody grabbing you. Just a sudden burst of squeeze, you call it squeeze. So by squeezing you, bang, you know, you hit backward and forward, and you turn, and then you, maybe like that double turn, you hit this side, people grab you from the back. So that is squeeze. So from Pang, so you have Pang Lui or Pang Ji. Okay? Pang Lui Zai on is here. Wrist. Okay? Like this white crane spreading wing. So, okay, yeah. So from here, okay. So these are the softer Xing Qi Shu for breathing. Okay, but you have the slow, of course you have the fast, but because 8 essence is mainly martial, so I can show you, the other side, the 5 essences of the methodology. So that means it's the wrist. Right? So when you block it now, this we call silk reeling on this part. Now this, when you silk reel, you block it, you turn and you hold on to his wrist, right, from here. So from here, okay, this one go. Now because this one go, now this one come through. So this is an arm. This is an arm, a wrist strike. Okay, so this is a choi. This is an arm. 一個按，呢個左，呢個按，係嘛? So therefore, from here, if somebody punch you, it's already there. You block it, whack him. Okay. So from nothing, something. Okay. Yeah. So that means involve this hand, you block it. So there are 3 moves already. You have to do the block first. Okay. And then you have to grab the hand, and then you have to strike him. True. Now afterward, so what happened? Of course, I can continuously another arm. Okay, so block him, hit him in the guts. Now this hand here, obviously, it will like this, and I'll come down, hit him in the face, in the head. So that is also an arm. 呢個又係按啦。嗱，所以嚟第一下咧，嗱一接兩下咯，係一下手兩下，跟住嗱呢下彩咧，塞上一手。This is a knee strike. So when you come down, his knees come up. So this is how the 8 asana can be joined, right? And turn into some martial skills, right? So the lady can do it because you don't need muscle, because it's the fast twitch muscle, not slow twitch muscle. Fast twist muscle is ligaments, not the bulk. The bulk of these is the external, really like, bodybuilder. Surely they're lethal. They're very lethal if they get hold of it. But are you going to let them get so close without hitting them? Yeah. So again, that's why it's the yin and the yang. 彭李濟按採, now 採 is a lot of grip, right? So there's a lot of movement in that. Yeah, so from here, you grab it, you hit, and when you put him in, you hit him. So there's a lot of multiple techniques can come out, depending on how much you know. So collectively, it's finger work. Chinese Kung Fu is here. So if you like this, it's good, but the finger works. When I trap your hand, we call, like Wing Chun, they call it sticky hand. It's good because you stick. Okay, so all kind of style would have their own methodology, but they have finger work as well. But a lot of people frighteningly use finger work. Why? Because I've seen enough people finger popped out because you're open hand fighting. Chances of your ligament is not strong enough, it will very easily dislocate it. But when you chuck it in, bang, and it will come out. So that is the bad side of it. So unless you train a very powerful finger joint, the ligament of this little finger joint, right? Okay, then you better don't use open hand. So now this is 彭李濟按採裂咧。Opposite. So when you block it, then you rip it apart. So your hand coming in, take it this side and this one. Okay, so there's a lot of movement, even like the this one. So we call it wire horse. You're stroking the maze of the wire horse, and that means there's a cow. So there's a lead. Yeah. So this one, once you trapped it, you bang, you hit him first with a cow, and then you throw him over there. So that becomes lead. Okay, and then 彭李濟按採裂爭 down like this one. Now you come up with this one, and you come up with this one, and then come up with this one. Right? So it's like combing your hair. Too busy looking good. I comb my hair. I comb my hair like this. So to untrained person, oh, what's he doing this? These are all elbow techniques. So when somebody punches you, no, you do this. That's a block. So you see my elbow blocking, protecting my head. So from here, when I block, I'll seize you. I'll get my hand in. Second one. Now this one, I'll break your elbow. So two upward, 九, 张. Okay, so I block you, I grab you. This one, pull your hand down with this one, break your hand. Now your hand will be here. Now, then I hit you on the body. Okay, so the another elbow, third elbow, then I hit you. So again, it depending on how well, how much you know. Cow head bump. Yesterday, the shoulder bump, right? The shoulder bump, even qua bump, dong bump. So all this is a bumping techniques. Okay, so therefore, some sifu, some teacher would say that there's only one, right? Is the pang, because from the pang, from nothing, and you turn into something. Okay, so these are the 8 essences. So once we understand what are we doing, maybe it will help us